Hello YouTubers, I haven't done a video for quite a while, so I thought I'd just pop out on the bike. Got the Triumph out today, got it started yesterday. I was going to take it out yesterday but it was raining a bit, so I give that a miss. So I just want to blow the cobwebs out of it. First time in 2020 that we've had the bike out. But I hope it don't rain. I can't stand riding in the rain, especially on a bike that you've just cleaned. So I've got the VF 500 done. Might come and pick that up. So that's all good. I've got a bit of space in my garage now, so I can do the long-awaited engine strip down on the chop. I need to take that engine out and find out what the funny knocking noise was. I've got a rough idea. I think it could well be a really worn cam chain, or the cam chain guides, you know, the plastic on the guides may have disintegrated completely. Could be something like that. I don't think it's big ends or little ends, because when it's ticking over, you know, when it's not under load, there's no knocking or anything like that. So I need to have just to check really and see what situation is there. It's been great with no planes going over, but it's, you know, on this lockdown and everything, I haven't done many videos on this lockdown. I've been you know, I've been working, and when I go home from work I've got other bits and pieces on the go at home, and she's got me doing the garden now, so I've like stuck around the garden for quite a bit doing that. And then after the garden it's the bathroom. I've got to sort all that sort of stuff out. So I snuck out this morning before the rain comes down, so just sort of a little run around on the Triumph. I got this out yesterday actually. This bike, I pulled it out of the garage yesterday, and I put the battery back on it because I take all the batteries off during the winter and that. So I put the battery back on it, turned the fuel on, and freed the clutch up like you do on these old British bikes, and kicked it over twice with the key off. And the third time I kicked it over, turned the key on, started up straight away. Not had any problems with it really. I was expecting at least to kick it over sort of like a dozen times maybe, do you know what I mean, after the winter. But well surprised. Third kick. Yeah, it's alright. And oh, here's one for you, John, if you're watching this video. When you took your bike for when you registered it historic vehicle, how long did you have to wait for the paperwork to come through? Because I don't know whether it's delayed because of the coronavirus or what, I don't know, but I think I took this in about a month ago, something like that. I took it to the post office, and they just issued me like a year's tax on it straight away for free of charge. But on the government website where I've got a direct debit set up for taxing this, they're still charging me. What's going on here with all these coloured stones? A lot of social distancing going on here, I see. what else I've got to do. I think after I've taken it, or after I've rebuilt the chop engine, I've got to take this engine out of the Triumph to clean the sludge trap. Been meaning to do that for the last couple of years. It's a job I'm not really looking forward to, but it's got to be done. And I mean, after the excess engine rebuild, well, we'll see what goes on from there. So there are some other jobs in the pipeline, but and also the frame I bought with the V5 the other month, slowly getting bits and pieces for that. I think it's the rear swinging arm I'm looking at for at the moment, the one for the later model swinging arm on the XS. Once I've got that, then I can then it's just the wheels and forks, and I'll have a rolling chassis. Then I can slowly start putting that one back together. It's going to be like a long-term project though. See how it goes on that. I do like the way people watch you as you ride past. You know what I mean? The old boys. It's always the old boys, you know, that watch you ride past. Like they remember what the old Triumphs and stuff used to be like in the olden days. Do you know what I mean? I put the I've probably done a video. I can't remember if I've done a video on this. I put these quiet pipes back on in there. This bike runs sweet as anything now with the quiet pipes back on. I think eventually what I'm going to do is what Brian's got, mate Brian, he's got two single header pipes or down tubes rather than the join in the middle. So I think having that join in the middle, there's a lot less back pressure than the two single pipes. And with the two single pipes, I'm sure the louder pipes would probably run a lot better. So that's another day. Maybe I'll do that after I've done the engine rebuild on this. I don't think there's anything else I need to do on this bike really. Maybe sort the wiring out a little bit better. That's where I put under the seat where I put all the electronic ignition and everything. I'd like to tidy that up a bit, make that look a bit neater. That's another little job. That's a job when I'm really bored. Nobody likes doing that shit, do they? Yeah, I'll take this tank off and respray it. I want a better job on the spray, you know, on the petrol tank. I'll take the silver lines off and put the gold lines back on like it was originally. So I'm going to do that at some point or another. And that, my job now as a paint sprayer for a sheet metal firm, I think what I'll do is I'll get all the tank prepared and get the paints and everything and just spray it in my lunch break. Then I'll have used to the spray booths and stuff like that, so it'll be under a much more controlled environment than my back garden. You know, I was riding around on it. I don't even know how much petrol I've got in here. Yeah, I've got a reserve anyway, so it don't matter, does it? Yeah, I'm on the while everyone's been locked down and I've been working, and I'm coming home and messing around with electric guitars, building electric guitars. That's another sort of kind of hobby on the side there, is building guitars. So I've been doing a little bit of that. Who wants to see where I was born? Where I was actually born in this town. I'm not even sure if I told you this before. Let's turn around here. See that house there, number 34? The one with the silver citron parts out. That top bedroom on the left there is the bedroom I was born in 1959. When I left home for the first time, I lived in a garage, believe it or not. I actually moved myself into a garage, and I'll show you where that garage was. He's actually parked in front of it. That's where the garage used to be. That's where I used to live, in that garage. Used to be my garage block. In fact, there was two very small garages there, two like bike garages, and the one on the right is where I used to live. And the I always remember one morning there was a knocking at the door. There's a few of us keeping in it, and I think there was three of us in it. And there was a knocking at the door, and thought it was our mates really. So we opened the door, and there was PC Plod standing there, and he was. He said to us, he said, "Information to believe that people are living in the garage." Well, I just said, "Nah, it's wrong, mate," and just shut the door. And he went away. That's what it was like in them days. Good fun. It was all good fun. The gym. Go and see our mate Brian. That's Jim in front, the one with the GR 650 Suzuki Tempter. Just been telling me how he's been riding around on it. Brian's the one with the other Triumph. All this time he's been furloughed or been off work. That bike should look immaculate. You get a standard length of a XS650 front triple T. the frame part is 7 3/4 inches, or in metric 190 millimeters. And I think Jason Gregory, I think he asked me about fitting the Harley yokes to that other frame. That other frame I bought online. I didn't make that frame, and I don't know what that frame was originally off. But you know, as you see, this is 7 3/4 inches. 7 3/4, yeah, about 7 3/4, just under maybe. So we'll measure the other one and see what the difference is in that other frame. On a chopped frame, it's shorter. Looks like it's around about, I'd say it's around about between 6 3/4 inches to 7 inches, which is I'd say nearly an inch shorter. So this frame was probably built for Harley forks anyway. So yeah, that's the forks. And as for somebody asked me the other week about the seats on these XS's. Can you hear the rain? I've got to go home in this. This is an old style roadster seat, and that's like the SE type of seat. But the thing is, what I wanted to explain about these seats, they are interchangeable. This does fit on there easy enough, but as this is pretty, let me lay it down if I can. I'm trying to hold the camera at the same time. As that's pretty straight, right? Oh, sorry about all this. And that is you've got a big twist there. The straight seat tends to go up like that, and so this part here, all this, and the lock mechanism underneath is all visible. So if you want to use the roadster seat on this bike, you'll see all the lock mechanism. It doesn't hide none of that. But there. It's definitely a comfortable seat though to use. And the next job is to take this engine out. Oops, I dropped my ruler. There's everything put away now. Back off home, make a cup of tea, something to eat. Thanks for watching, and try and get some more videos out now. Now the nice weather's here really, and the lockdown's eased off a little bit, and we can come out and do some more recording.